Okay, so we need to talk about that final page reveal where we see that at one point in their life, both wizard and witch were human, yes, human lawyers who work together. And understand just how important this reveal actually is. This is the biggest indicator we've gotten as to what was left behind or what was forgotten when when pretty much Ziggy had pretty much wiped the Starshine's memories, or even the reason as to, or even more so the reason why Ziggy wiped the Starshine's memories. Like when you really look at the Dark Stars, it makes you realize Ziggy, when he first created the Starshines and wiped their memories, Ziggy wanted to prevent them from remembering their past as humans. And granted, I'm sure that there is even more reason to it than that, but just the implications of this are very revealing, and how just the fact that from Ziggy even resorted to such measures at all means that by the most extremist viewpoint, he wasn't wrong back in the Eden's One arc when he was calling the Starshines defective, or whatever he is, that they were useless now, or they were old models or whatnot. As for lack of a better term, that's pretty much what they are. They are unrefined. They are the unrefined models of what the Dark Stars are. Like, the Dark Stars are everything Ziggy intended the Starshines to be: the perfect soldiers stripped of emotions, morality, and humanity, with power, again, as we see, intended to rival that of the Starshines. And knowing this, I'm even more convinced now that Shiki and the others are way outclassed, even more than I did before. Like, and I do mean the only way I can think for Shiki and the others to overcome the Dark Stars at this point is to take what they know about the Starshines and apply that logic in reverse. But even then, I don't know how Shiki can apply that to Vegan Wizard, because the guy seems to be having answer for everything Shiki throws at him. Even his overdrive, for as much as it did throw Wizard off guard, was still easy to counteract. So it's like, how do you defeat this guy? Like, how are you supposed to defeat someone who can counteract your every move, every ability? And this also has me kind of way more worried for Rebecca than I was before, because with the reveal that basically Clown is known as Clown the Death, like the reverse of Clown is like the Death of Eden's, the reverse of Sister Ever, who's the Life of Eden's. That just makes you think, what kind of power does Clown have for him to be gifted with that moniker? Are we talking like a literal? Are we talking the guy has like a literal touch of death, like pretty much what Baragon had in Bleach? Or are we talking like, is the guy a sight that can control life and death? Like, what's the deal here? So yeah, I'm actually way more worried for Rebecca and all this, and Big Rebecca and Shiki right now, than I am for anyone else right now. With that said, let's talk about Wizard. What Wizard said to Shiki at the beginning of the chapter, because he mentions how even if it was an illusion, taking a swing at Witch would have been considered a moral taboo for Shiki 3 years ago. And while I'm sure part of what Wizard is saying is him just trying to get into Shiki's head, I can't deny there's a tiny grain of truth to what he's saying as well. Like, if this was like, I can't deny what he's saying, that if this was the same Shiki we've gotten to know from 3 years ago, he would have hesitated before the fists even connected. So, like, it's another indicator to me that his ether gear has changed him a lot more than what we may even believe, or what we've even seen up to this point, seen on the surface to this point. Like, we have to, like, it's one of those things where I think we have to ask the question, what if that was really Witch, or any of his friends for that matter? Like, I want to believe he'd hesitate in that situation, but given the circumstantial evidence of the fact that he fell into that trap just from a fucking illusion disguise, I can't say with certainty that he wouldn't that in Shiki's current like mental state he wouldn't do it either. And for as much as I want Shiki to defeat Wizard, I'm worried about the kind of person he'll be walking away from this fight as, because as it's shown, Shiki practically is going to have to tap into a larger wellspring of power to counter Wizard, but that in itself runs the risk of Shiki being even more consumed by his own power. And I am starting to see more and more not just what Ziggy's talking about, but the idea that Ziggy himself might just be some kind of alternate robotic version of Shiki himself. And I just, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, it's one of those where Mashima, to his credit, he's really put me in a sort of mental quandary where I obviously want everyone to pretty much beat the Dark Stars. I want Shiki to overcome Wizard, but at the risk of him becoming even more at the risk of when it comes to the risk of pretty much Shiki losing even more himself to the darkness, even and just becoming more like emotion, just losing, just giving himself more to that darkness. It just I'm I don't know what I don't want him to do that, but it's put him into a situation where he almost kind of has to as well. Like I don't know what I don't know. I'm pretty much scared of where this is of the path that he's on right now, and where I'm just scared of where the path Shiki's on right now and where that's going to lead him. Yeah, I'm especially more worried, and honestly, I'm especially more worried about this possibility now that Wizard has activated his own overdrive. Like, I'm not entirely sure if this is, like, I'm not entirely sure if this is the route Mashima is going to be going, but the build-up of this chapter also makes me wonder if like our heroes are so universally, like, the odds are so universally stacked against our heroes at this point that it almost feels like there are only two routes to go from here, which is Rebecca pulls a reset and a do-over with her powers, or for heroes to just, or for them to just surrender. Like, again, I'm not seeing a whole lot of options for them here. It feels like Mashima has intentionally like stacked the odds against them to where there's really only so few choices that they can explore here. With that said, the other thing we do need to talk about is the fact that Shiki got a handful of Wizard's memories, and this has me curious of exactly how this happened, because it does seem to imply Ziggy didn't entirely use the same tactics with Wizard as he used for the Starshines when it came to like wiping their memories or whatnot. He kind of suppressed Wizard's memories. But at the same time, I'm worried that this is the thing that's going to defeat Wizard. Like, is that now, is it, like now that Shiki has like a hold of these memories in his own mind, is Shiki going to be able to use them against Wizard? And again, I'm hoping that's not the case, because it feels like a little bit of a cheap solution. But from what I have been saying this whole review, it might also be the only one. Like, again, like the odds, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but the odds really do seem stacked against our heroes on this one, and I'm not sure what can even, and in Shiki's case, it could just lead him down a much darker path than where he already is. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Analyst Crunchyroll. Be sure to hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Dark Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, everyone.